My name is Daisha Smith. I am a former Metro Lacrosse alum. I'm from the Boston area, Dorchester specifically. I played Metro Lacrosse all throughout middle school, high school, and then I went on to play 4 years of varsity lacrosse at Mount Holyoke College. Right now, after graduating from Mount Holyoke, I went on to cover the NBA for the Boston Globe. Now I live in New York City, and I'm an editor for Slam Magazine. Thank you, Harlem, so much for having me. It's so great to be back home. I see a lot of coaches that coached me when I was like 12 years old, former teammates, and we're so excited. So I would love to introduce our panel.
Hi, I'm Ralph Nelson. I'm currently in my sophomore year. I built an academy, and I did previously speak at Harvard, to many of you. So I did go to Eagle at that time, and I'm now at Milton Academy.
Hi, my name is Taylor. I'm in the 8th grade. I play for Mildred Lacrosse, and that's really it.
Hello, my name's Nicolas, and I've been playing lacrosse since 2018. I go to Donald McKay School. I've been playing lacrosse with my school for like the past 3 years or 4 years or so, and yeah.
My name is T, and I'm in 10th grade, and I'm 16 years old, and I'm playing lacrosse with the high school team, and I'm currently national member.
Amazing. So I'm going to ask our panel a few questions about their experience, as well as what has Harlem Lacrosse done for you personally. So, first question, what has been the most significant change in you since participating in Harlem Lacrosse?
I'm going to say the most significant change for me is my maturity, because when I got with Harlem Lacrosse, I had to kind of grow up and know how to speak in front of adults and take on those responsibilities as being a member of Harlem Lacrosse.
I would say my patience. Before joining lacrosse, my patience was very low. I could not take anything, like if something didn't go my way, I would get upset. I feel like my patience with lacrosse has been better for me and being on the field.
I agree with Taylor, because when I was a little kid, when we would be in group meetings, when we huddle up, I would always interrupt the coaches and ask questions. But now, as I grew up, I understood how to not speak at moments and speak at moments when we have the right chance to.
I feel like I changed my way to express my emotions and not to always cry when I lost games, because I realized losing games is how we learn how to do better next games.
Amazing. Next question, what is a favorite memory you have while being a part of Harlem Lacrosse?
My favorite memory from lacrosse is when, as many goalies, I've been seeing so many smiles from people's faces when we win a game. They just see many not hundreds, but your whole team coming towards you with smiles on their faces, with love on their faces, and they just huddle you and they just pile on you, and you just drop into the ground. So it's just so funny and so much fun.
One of my favorite memories is my first year at Summer Bounce in Camp Cedar when it was my first time going on the zip line. At first I hated it, I didn't want to go, but I was pushed to my limits and I went up on the zip line, and after it's a moment that I'll never regret, and a moment that I'll do over and over again.
I completely resonate. When I was at Summer Bounce a long time ago, I'd never been rock climbing, I'd never been on a zip line, and it was definitely my favorite memory as well. Awesome. What is an opportunity that you've been given outside of Harlem, through Harlem, that is outside of the sport of lacrosse?
I would say the tutoring. I have a lot of friends that have been struggling with school and that use tutoring from our coach. And I feel like that has helped them a lot because school gets really really difficult, especially being in my grade. So I feel like it was the tutoring and that they are by your side no matter if it's lacrosse or has to do with your academics. They're always by your side. So yeah, the tutoring.
I'm gonna go with different opportunities, different activities that I could do. I know that Harlem Lacrosse has a partnership with Elevate Youth, and we went rock climbing indoor and outdoor, and we went hiking, and we've done a bunch of different activities where I don't think if I was a part of Harlem Lacrosse that I would have done. So.
It's okay. Go for it.
The thing I love about lacrosse is how outside of lacrosse is where you get to meet so many people and your social anxiety goes from 100 to 0. You just talk to so many people, make so many friends, and they just go on and on conversations with different many people, and next thing you know, the next week you're just best friends with someone.
Opportunity that Harlem gave me is through COVID. I didn't have internet at my house, so my coach that she transferred to go to Virginia, but she helped me get internet at my house so I could do my schoolwork, and also helped me get tutors to help me with my schoolwork since I wasn't very fluent in English. So she helped me throughout the time I had to learn English and also do my schoolwork to keep up with my work.
That is amazing. And that is a great segue to our next question. Something that Harlem really, really references is that the kids are student athletes. So, how has Harlem Lacrosse's efforts helped influence you as a student?
To be an athlete with Harlem Lacrosse, you have to achieve good grades so you can participate. So ever since I joined Harlem Lacrosse, I never had less than a B, and I always been an honor student in my school, and I'm always trying to keep up with my grades so I can do great and I'll always be able to play and go to games or field trips or anything that has to do with Harlem Lacrosse.
I'm gonna go on with T about the grades part because along with being a Harlem Lacrosse, that kind of pushed me to the limits when it came to my academics. I knew that being one of the kids that's always on top of his schoolwork and always on top of his stuff when it comes to the field is kind of just it's a thing that you look at and you're kind of I'm proud of what I did. So.
That is amazing. I can also resonate. The only season I didn't participate in lacrosse was the fall because I got a B. And so, my mom was like, we're not doing Bs, only As. And I remember being like, I really want to play lacrosse. So I completely resonate as well. Amazing. And next question, what is unique about your relationship with your Harlem Lacrosse program director?
Something unique I have with my Harlem Lacrosse program director is I think of them as a family of friends and never as a coach. Only when it's matter for coaches, but most of the time they're my friends. And then if I need to get something off my chest, I'm always there telling them. Or Coach A's been through many years with me with all my crushes, so I thank him a lot.
Yeah, I agree with T because when I had Coach Chuck and I had Coach Cam, I always had that best friend relationship where we would always talk with each other during lunch. I wouldn't sit with my other friends, but they would come with me to the coach's office and we had so much conversations about lacrosse and how there's goalies clips everywhere. I'll tell them all the news about new clips I've done in the field. It's just been really great of relationships with your coach.
I feel something that's unique with me and my coach is I tell her everything. Like I tell her the drama going on in Mildred. I tell her everything going on with me and my friends or my friends with other people because I feel like comfortable enough to let her know what's going on in school and out. And I feel like she is my best friend that is like a sister to me because you know she's older. So like I feel like she's like a older sister to me. She's a best friend and a coach in like one person, and I feel like that's very unique because a lot of people like that I know don't have good connections with their coaches like that. So I just that's unique about mine.
Agreeing with Taylor, I have that connection with Pat, who's probably in this room somewhere. I don't know where he is. You guys probably saw him give me a little trash talk before we started talking up here. He's kind of just like my right-hand man. I can always go to him when I need something. I feel like that's a special connection that you have with one of your coaches.
I would love to add on to that as well. My younger sister Lily is a part of the Harlem lacrosse program, and I remember when she was moving into St. Mark's, Mern was there with my mom and myself, helping us move all of her stuff, and I remember being like, she's really here, moving the boxes and giving Lillian like interior design advice for her dorm. So I've definitely seen Harlem's impact with my entire family. Amazing. Do you have any of you?
Where's your sister playing in college?
Yes, and my younger sister Lillian is going to be playing lacrosse at Ithaca in upstate New York. Amazing. Have any of you participated with Harlem lacrosse over the summer or outside of the spring season? And if so, how?
I participated with the lacrosse program during the summer, during like summer academy and Camp Cedar. Like Camp Cedar is kind of like summer bounce, but like it's a different title where like you just sleep over like for like 4 days or something. And then it's just so much fun because like you get to like do tournaments with other friends, and then summer academy you get to like learn from like math and ELA, but you could also play lacrosse at the same time, so you could also learn and play at the same time, which is really great for like school and your athleticism.
To carry on what Nico said, so Camp Cedar was like, I feel like Camp Cedar was like really good for me because I'm very nervous around people, and Camp Cedar allows you to be with other people in different states. So you're not with the people that you're with for like the whole summer at Summer Academy. You're with other people from New York, Baltimore, and Philly, and you get to meet people that are in different grades than you, that are in different states, and like people that you could see while you're growing in lacrosse and while they're growing, but like you guys, see each other in the summer.
Awesome. My first summer job, I was a part of the counselor in training program. And so that was my first job, and I feel like that really taught me how to direct people and, keep programming organized. And so now when I'm, directing photo shoots, I'm, able to kind of be like, okay, you go there, you go there. So I completely resonate as well. Amazing. And then last question, if a younger student was thinking about joining Harlem lacrosse and turned to any of you, what would be your advice to them?
My advice to a younger player that's joining lacrosse is think of it, as I said, think of it as learning to cook. First, when you're learning to cook, you can burn the kitchen down. That's the first step of lacrosse. You don't know how to pick up a ground ball or do anything. And the second step of cooking is like asking for help or watching a YouTube video. Same thing in the field. Ask your friends for help or coach and watch videos, and that's how you get better and better. And then the third step of cooking, you're getting better. It might taste a little weird, but it's still better. And that's the step I am right now. I'm learning, and I'm learning to do with my right hand, my left hands now, and it's just a step of cooking to me.
I would definitely tell them if they start, you can't stop. Because it's like if you play lacrosse for one day, of course you're not gonna like it. Like I didn't. I hated lacrosse. But it's like you have to keep going in order to know if you like it or not. So it would definitely be like a if you start, you can't stop. Like you have to continue to play in order to like it. And like it is hard, but if you have people around you that can help you and that like you know will support you, I think you will be just fine.
I agree with Taylor because when I give advice to little kids, I would tell them to like keep going because like when I was a kid, I never like put an effort on playing lacrosse. I thought I was just playing with kids because my brother and sister played it. But as time grew, like I had the history of like knowing what to do when you grew up and like I just passed that generation of like so much. How do you say it? No. It's like that thing. It's like that connection of childhood, like where like when you're a kid and you don't like it, you pass down and just keep on going, so you could just start loving the lacrosse system.
Amazing. Well, thank you everyone so much. Let's give a round of applause to our panelists.